Sungazing.
Ah.
When did you come into the awareness when there's all these people out here wearing sunscreen, wearing sunglasses, wearing all types of things, even people who put up umbrellas to block out the sun. And they feel that the sun is so harmful and that the sun causes all of this stuff and does so much to the skin. And when did you come into the awareness of directly communicating and communing with the sun, directly absorbing the sun, and directly gazing at the sun, doing something that for many people seems so backwards, that seems so lethal or deadly to the eyes? Like, when did you come into that awareness?
The first thing that just keeps coming to my mind is when I was a kid, and like not staring at the sun, but like staring at the stars.
Okay. Constellation.
Staring at the sky in general. Right, like knowing that, just feeling the vastness and the energy of the stars and like this cosmic energy, basically. So that's what the sun is. Like, it's like just transferring cosmic energy to us through light rays. Right, so I guess it started then, not really, but having the awareness of more of how the sun impacts our health. I think it was even before I switched to plant-based. I switched all of my hygiene products and things like that to like all natural. Having the awareness of ingredients and chemicals and the effect that has on our bodies. Things like heavy metals and certain just chemicals in the body in general. That's the real reason why we even have an adverse reaction from the sun. Because if our bodies are consuming just everything from nature, you're not going to have an adverse reaction from the sun.
Right.
They're going to experience the health, the healing from the sun.
Right.
But if you have spraying literally, sunblock, sunscreen, screening yourself, blocking yourself from the life-giving source, and like absorbing through all the pores of your skin all those chemicals, and then it's the heat in combination with the chemicals that causes that reaction that can cause cancer and other things.
They do say that if you wouldn't consume it, if you wouldn't eat it, don't put it on your skin.
Yeah, this is why you shouldn't, if you don't want to drink like Windex, don't be wiping your window with it and like inhaling that and like absorbing it through your hands. All the cleaners and things that we use, or even like shampoos and things like that. If all the ingredients, it's not like consumable, you shouldn't be also putting it on your skin or your hair or anywhere on your body, because you're still absorbing that. Like you said, if you wouldn't drink it, you shouldn't be applying it to the skin either.
When I was...
Because the skin is drinking.
Exactly. It's drinking, it's literally absorbing, all that material.
And that goes to your bloodstream. It doesn't just go on the top layer of the dermis of the skin. It goes directly deeper into the bloodstream, which affects your whole vessel.
Pretty much. When I was with the monks and nuns, from Myanmar, they had me at their meditation center up at their monastery, and daily, I remember I was meditating, I was walking, I was exercising, I was listening to Pranic talks, breatharian talks, I was reading, I was journaling, but I was also sun gazing. And every rising I would get up and I would just watch the sun rise. And I used to be a big gamer, so there was this playlist that I would listen to from this old video game I used to play called Skyrim, from the Elder Scrolls series. But I was listening to this thematic, just epic music while the sun was just rising, cresting over the mountain. And it was like every day. And it was just like...
How was the song?
like Lord of the Rings or something. Like it was just a choir of people. It was like Gregorian chants and just choir of people, just the rising sun, and just championing that energy, just exalting that energy, revering that energy, not fearing that energy. So I was just watching it crest over the mountain, and there were times where I literally felt, Janet, I was communicating with this divine cosmic intelligence that was giving me downloads and light codes and uploads, and I was just feeling like just channeling information from this this force, this being. It felt like a conscious being. And so there were times where honestly I got emotional. I started tearing up just looking at the sun, and it wasn't because the sun was in my eyes. It was just like I just felt just exhilarated, you know, like I just felt so like it was just cleansing me from the inside out, but it was through the eye channel. So it really did a lot for my perception. It allowed me to go in a different direction, and it also, oh man, when it came to lucid dreams, when it came to the astral realm, when it came to that dimensional existence, the astral plane, gazing at the sun kind of opened that world up for me as well, and things got a lot more vivid as well with the dream world. Because, you know, if you're out in the sun, you know, during the day, you know, being a more diurnal creature instead of a nocturnal creature, then, you know, you're correcting your circadian rhythm, you're able to have better sleep.
Activating DNA.
Everything is getting activated.
So, yeah.
Everything is getting situated, everything is getting activated, and things start getting gravitated, you know, towards you. You know, you start becoming magnetic, you know, electromagnetism. You're increasing your magnetism. You're increasing your electricity. You're increasing the synchronicities, you know, and it's just simplicity, you know, it's just simple. It's just, you're looking up at the sun, but it's giving you everything. It at first it feels like you're doing nothing, but it's doing so much. It is doing so much. Just like when you look at a tree, you know, there's been trees that, you know, if a tree is in a dark place, or if a building is in front of a tree and it's in a dark space, it's not getting enough sunlight, gradually that tree might even wrap around the building. Like it might wrap itself around just to get what it needs, because it knows what it needs. You know, the branches and leaves, it knows what it needs. So we can receive, you know, we can receive from the light. We can retrieve from the light a lot more things than we know. But it's like you're gazing into that glow, and it's, man, you know, from head to toe, you're just channeling all of that. So when did you really feel in your body that things were changing on a cellular level and even a cellular level when you were engaging and interacting with the sunlight?
I mean, pretty instantly, because I was born hypersensitive to energy.
Right.
I can feel the blood in my veins trickling when it's like, when my blood is like faster. I can feel like the speed of my blood even sometimes if I just like think about it.
The speed? Okay.
Yeah, like when you take like liquid gold and you feel like that increase, like I literally feel like my blood is like, has this faster, it's like flowing much faster.
Okay.
So being hypersensitive to energy my entire life is pretty like, you know, pretty instantly that you can just like, you know what you're absorbing. You can feel like changes, and the sun gives signals to certain organs to perform certain functions. Even so, for those that stay inside a lot, you know, have health issues too. That's why years, I don't know how many years ago, but people would literally have the hospitals would have the beds on top of the roof.
Right.
Because they knew the power of the sun. Not only that, but the beds were covered in linen sheets. Because linen is like 550 hertz. It's like, it's the highest vibrational fabric. And so covering yourself in this high vibrational fabric has healing effects and healing benefits. On top of that, the sun.
Yeah.
So the hospitals would have the beds with the linen sheets on top of the roof.
Why do you feel like they abandoned that?
Pharmaceuticals, money.
Yeah.
Lack of awareness, wanting a quick fix, you know, all those things, really.
So,
just like being, thinking that something like made in a lab is going to be more benefit than nature itself.
And it's instead of revering something that's so big like the sun, we became guinea pigs, we became test subjects, we became laboratory experiments with pharmaceuticals, with drugs, with all sorts of substances that aren't ever going to match up to the level of energy and the level of just vitality that we can give.
Fasting, sunlight, fresh air, grounding, grounding.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, every day, these days, around these parts, like you see people's neighborhoods and in the houses, like they're just filling up with solar panels. Like every day people are installing, you see them on the top of the roofs all the time. People are just getting solar panels, just filling up in all of these neighborhoods, and they're just selling out because people are understanding, why am I paying all this when there's an abundant source of energy that's just giving every day? Why wouldn't I just utilize this energy that's giving anyways? You know, like it's giving in abundance. There's no lack, you know?
Your hands and your feet are literally legit like solar panels.
These are the solar panels.
Yeah.
So we can become our own solar panel. Like we hold our hands up even during Qigong.
Ka pose.
Yeah. Right? We sync in with the Ka. We got the Ba, the Ka.
And then the earth as well, absorbing the negative ions.
Merkaba.
From the earth, and then the cosmic energy from above.
The Ka body, the Merkaba. So like mind, body, and spirit. Merkaba. So you're sinking in with this cosmic intelligence, raising your awareness, you know? It's just, I mean, it makes so much sense. It's logical, you know? It's hitting the planet anyway. We might as well use it. And there's no way you can abuse it, you know? You can't lose it, you know? Every day, that's one thing that we can count on. The sun goes up, the sun comes down, and it's always gonna come back around. Yeah. And it's important to ground. Yes. For sure. Yes. So we'll do a video. We'll do a video on grounding, for sure. But I trust that the truth is resounding, and I trust that it is compounding. So much love to you. Thank you so much for listening. Keep shining in your own perfect timing. Much love. We'll see you again soon. Stay in tune.